right. All right. Welcome to the episode 3 of the feedback stream. And yeah, it was way overdue. I think I'm gonna start with excuses or justifications, if we can say it like that. But hey, what's up, Mind B? Yeah, I just saw that you submitted a track, so that's awesome. First of all, also let me know if the sound is good. It should be, but I switched. This is a new sound card, so anytime there's like hardware switch, I guess it opens up the possibility to stuff not sounding the same or whatever. But it should be okay. But let me know. I'm super happy about this new sound card. I had to. I had to change. Because I had actually the other one is here. This is what I was running for. I don't even know how many years now. This is like the first generation of Audient ID4, which is honestly for anyone who doesn't need multiple inputs and multiple outputs. This is probably one of the best stuff you can get, in my opinion. But I would have to say, like right now, there's like the one I have is the Vault 476 from Universal Audio, and I think now they might have one like with on that format as well, so that might change, but still, I have good words to say about this one. But one of the major problems I had is this is powered only via USB. And it's USB, I want to say USB B, USB 2. And, the big USB. And this was picking up, and this can happen, since this is picking up its power from the USB, there was now noise from the computer that was being picked up, and that was annoying me a lot. I was suspecting that was a phenomenon, and also on stage I needed more outputs and more inputs. I want to have at least, like, I have one synth, so, and I want to send stereo plus possibly another synth, so 2 synths live. Anyway, I needed more input, not more outputs, and I'm loving it so far. I'm gonna do a review eventually, but today, this is the purpose of today is to review tracks. If you I'm gonna do like a just basic overview of the idea of why we do this. So feedback is important. It can help you. It can help you progress in your music. We sometimes need like an outside perspective. Especially, I would say this is one of the hardest thing. To have like a good self perspective on what we do. So feedback is really helpful. But I want to say that this match is good. But I want to say that although, always take feedback with a grain of salt. Okay, always take feedback with a grain of salt. Even my feedback, it's gonna help you, but it's not like the judgment acts of the gods cutting down on your track. Okay, so, but for sure it's gonna help you. Another thing, so if you want to submit your music, you can do like Mind B did. You can go inside Discord, and so yeah, you go into the feedback machine section. The link should be in the description of this video, but you go in the feedback machine, and you can post your tracks here. All right. And one thing that is if you want to have some good feedback, make sure you give a bit of context. So first, what is the state of this track? For example, is it mastered? Is it in the process of mixing, or is it in the process of being created? This is very different, because I'm not gonna look at a track that is mastered and should be finished product. I'm not gonna look at it the same way as I'm gonna look at a track that is just in the process of being created. So yeah, Oshman, if you're here, we're gonna check that, but so far I don't have much context about it. So yeah. So if you can drop a bit more hints, because whenever I get these, I'm not so sure like exactly if there's a challenge that you need help with, if you need some feedback on something specific. So if you're here, please give us a bit more insights. So yeah, no, but GRB is used to the drill. He knows the drill, so that's good. So we have some context. We know this is still in progress. Levels are still all over the place. So I'm not gonna be like, well, this, levels are not okay. Like obviously we know that now. So arrangements, I can point stuff on the arrangement. But yeah, okay. So we know about that. That's a really good example. So, and yeah, mine be as well. If we can have a bit more context on this. Well, the thing is, like, if you guys don't give much context, I'm more like reserved on the feedback I give. I'm more I don't go as much into details because I'm not so sure about the context. So I don't want to say like stuff that is not relevant, or All right, now it's time to dive. There's some tracks there. I also have some students that submitted like actual tracks via other ways, but this is the main way. All right, let's just dive in. Let's send some sounds. We're gonna go with we're gonna start with this one, even though we don't have like all the context. We're still gonna start with this one because chronologically this was the first one. Because if I take a look at, like, if we go past, yeah, we have, well, yeah, that's pretty much the most recent. Okay, so this is a private track. So it's techno. Looking forward to it. Let's dive in. Oh, also one last thing. I have Sonarworks here. I'm gonna try to run it mostly bypass so you guys can hear, but you'll see that from time to time I will activate it for me, because I would, if I want to give pointers on mixing or specific stuff, I need to have like the room correction. Oh, also one last thing, but as you can see in the title, this is the goodbye studio stream. This is the last stream I'm going to do inside this setup. I have another room that is almost ready. This weekend I'm making the switch. All the gear that is left to transfer is gonna go there, and yeah, so it's kind of a good farewell to this setup. Now let's dive in. Nice, nice, nice. We're gonna finish it. Um, yeah, it's nice. I like there's some cool like low stabs. Uh, it's always hard to describe sound, but like there's a couple stabs. There's some more that are some that are more knocky. But I like all the stabs definitely. I like the phrasing, how they sound, and it's a challenge with that type of techno. It's always to you want to create an environment that is swampy and that is low and heavy, but you don't want it to be muddy, and that's the hard part to usually nail, and this is good in this track. Um, I have to say I like the sort of rolling stab, electric rolling stab that comes here. It becomes a bit static, I would say, here in this section, like storytelling wise. So far, like the minimalistic aspects are neat, like it's nailed, but I would maybe here like want a bit of either clutching up or other elements, or just in terms of storytelling, just move a bit. But yeah, let's continue. Awesome, awesome. I'll move forward because I always try to like go to 4 or 5 minutes, but psytrance and techno, it's music that plays for a long period of time. So and I wanna have multiple tracks in there. So, but yeah, really cool track. I For some unknown reason I'm not logged into my SoundCloud, which is odd, but I wanted to comment that there's other great stabs like where like more heavy electric stabs. So far, everything that is stabby in this track, it has my stamp of approval for sure. This is something I really like I like about techno, and that's why I have a whole techno project that I started, is to do these kinds of similar stabs myself. I like the voice as well. Like I said, I don't have much context for this track, so I'm not necessarily gonna comment on the mix down or mixing mastering anything, but the only thing I would say is that there's just this small middle section for me that felt a bit static, but once again, I have a very progressive mindset, so it's more to my taste, so I like when stuff starts progressing. But yeah, really cool track. Once again, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna dive into some stuff because I have not all the context. Okay, moving on. For this is gonna be a Jethro track. So let's go here. Okay, so and yeah, So context, the track is still in progress. Levels are all over the place. Arrangement, element changing a lot between renders. So yeah, I'm gonna tackle some of these. Maybe give you some pointers on like when you're gonna have to process them, what to do, what to take care of. But also knowing that it's in the works. But obviously not mixed mastered, but hopefully getting the sound in the rough ballpark for now as I work on it. Yeah, that's a really good habit, and you know, yeah, the more you progress, I'm sure it's your case. You're sort of starting to mix as you go, as much as possible as well, and then you have like a proper finishing mixing session at the end. I've enabled download. Okay, so I might just okay, where is it? So that we'll download the come on. Okay, we'll we'll start without downloading it, and yeah.
We are the dreamers of dreams. 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 Dreams.
All right. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, that's really cool. Um, I like the voice sample. It's for me, it's a classic. It's is it from the old Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Is it the name in English of the movie? But yeah, I remember there was like an introduction. Sander Van Dorn at Ballon Blanc in 2010, and yeah, I was warned. No worries. I was just like, it's actually it's not the ending that was the problem. It's that like SoundCloud just started playing another track right away. But yeah, and yeah, basically the Sander Van Dorn set it like that. It had sorry that voice sample in it. I searched it for so long, and yeah, it's for me it's a profound voice sample. All right, so yeah, I'm loving the bass line. Make sure those are more like pointers for when you're gonna be like in the mixing stage later. Make sure that the kick punch 100% through the bass. I think in this right now it is like 96-95% punching through, and don't hesitate to you know how I work right with the stem mastering and all. Don't hesitate to let's say you're in your stem mastering, side chain or duck or LFO tool or whatever plugin or volume shaper you're using for your sidechain process. Don't hesitate to reshape that to really make sure that the kick punch through when it needs to punch through, and it can be done in a very transparent way. And when I mean transparent, is like you don't hear like the whoa, whoa, whoa of the reducking or the side chaining process. It's cleaning some space for the kick always. But yeah, so far, and since we're speaking of baseline, so you have your alternate baseline, right? So you have like the rolling baseline is filling the spectrum in a way, and when you do an alternate baseline, and once again at this stage it is normal. It's just like a pointer for later. Make sure that when your alternate bass line kicks in, that it fills up the spectrum exactly like the rolling bass line does. Usually what I do is I have them there's two things you're gonna check. You have I put both channels side by side. So the easy one is the peak levels, but the thing, and I want to do a video about that eventually. I have a long list of videos, but like it peak, it's not always about the peak levels can tell so much, but they cannot tell everything. So but yeah, anyway, first you're gonna make sure that they match the peak, and the second thing is like make sure that spectrum wise it is hitting the same space. You can check that with a proper reference plugin. And you're just gonna EQ and adjust your alternate bass to make sure it is hitting the same way. But so far it sounds it's nice. I like the part. Very 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 strong storytelling. Like the energy management is very good. I said it's better than your previous work, but which was already good. Like the track you sent for mastering, it was not in a state where it was lacking anything energy management. In terms of energy management, it had like that nice threshold of quality, but this somehow it's beyond what your previous work, which is really nice. And it's all the details, like there's a lot of stuff filling the space, but it's not overloading, which can be very very hard for some people. Good tip. I'll check the off kick bass out. They are EQ'd differently, but I'll give some more love. Yeah, just really make sure. And also, if you can, have like the a very quick A/B comparison for them, and just make sure that like it feels very similar. that like that yeah, that it feels the spectrum the same way, but the style is different. But yeah, yeah. So good stuff with the energy management, and yeah, that's pretty much what I had. But very cool, very cool. And it's not super easy. Like sometimes people will tend to overload. The only thing though, make sure you can maintain that harmony, like that it does not overload when you're at the mixing stage. That's the only thing, but so far it should be really good. Thanks for submitting good stuff. Let me know if you have questions in the meantime. Now it's time for Mind Beat, and if you want to give just a bit more context on the track, Mind Beat, don't hesitate. It's gonna help. So let's go. And hey Doug, what's up? Doug Diamond's in the house. If there's new people coming here, if you wanna get feedback on your track, jump ahead on the feedback machine section in the Fractal Sounds Discord server, and just make sure you give some context and ask if you want some feedback on specific stuff, or you can just hang out and listen to other people's music. I actually, after that, I'm gonna have a track of mine at some point. Maybe not the next one because there's still some stuff to see, but eventually I'll show you a work in progress, and I'm hoping for feedback, definitely. Okay, so let's check this one out. It's one by Mindbeat. Awesome. Awesome. That's really cool. That's not that's good. Have you so you did this track a couple of years ago? It's track made a few years ago. Don't yeah. Is it like so? It's like you released it on your SoundCloud, right? Have you tried to sign this track? It sounds good. There isn't it distorted as it leaves in a breakdown. There's a track with the exact line in it. That sounds good. Sounds like yeah. It does have. I'm not versed enough in the infected mushroom to tell. It does have like the infected mushroom vibe, like but for this lead, this one, the rest of the track to me, I'm in label with Project Eclipse Sound Syndicate. Oh, nice. And is this track released on it or? Okay, yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm kind of worried now, especially after that I saw that Projector had some problems with that, but yeah. I mostly focus on work in progress or stuff like that. But yeah, to me, someone sending like full track done and signed it could just weird. Like what's the feedback you want? Like, Anyway, but yeah, it's really nice. Like the whole track to me had more like I would say Sonic Species vibe. And almost a bit like Tech Safari ish with the groove and all. And the leads as well, a bit Sonic Species, but that breakdown lead, yeah, it had like that acidic climb that you can have sometimes in the infected mushroom tracks. Really nice. But yeah, aside from that, to me, I'm assuming this is mastered. Well, no wrong stuff. Yeah, okay. So the thing, yes and no. Like. It has reached a plateau where it's good, but of course if I could like put like a second pair of glasses and now start to dissect. First thing first, like it has a good state of home master in a sense that if I load it in the DAW and start putting it side by side with a reference track, I might find some stuff in the mastering, like first of what are the cat. What are the values, the spectrum, the snare, I think it could be a bit like sharper and a bit more present in the track by here. Also overall it feels a bit like the flat or not super lively, like, but this is usually you get that through like some no sorry, yeah, I'm moving studio and there won't be no cats allowed in the studio. Okay, yeah. So sorry, I was but usually this is obtained with some bus treatment where you really get a bit of like the magic and the special vibe. So it did lack a bit that, but aside from that, what I'm trying to explain and also want to do a video on that. There's like let's do my cat's in but the thing is like we have a new couch. And he's scratching the couch. That's why I was like, no. Okay, so what I'm trying to explain, because you say no wrong stuff, like what I mean, yes and no, but for sure, let me get the shaper. We'll talk about all this. Kilohertz shaper, any shaper will do, but I like this one. Oh, by the way. Yeah, this new skin for a special reason. Okay, so this actually the progression through like quality, when it comes to mixing and overall quality, it really feels like that. There's a, at first, this is like when you discover like the concepts of EQing. It's like, oh my god, this is big, this is big stuff. The progression, it's like the knowledge and the changes and time you spend, those are the axis, if you catch my drift. So at first, like everything, and then you start adding, you discover saturation, it makes big changes. But there's a stage that people need to reach, and it's like it's the good enough or good enough stage, or like the home master stage. And this is like where this could be, the music reach a point where it could be listened to, it could be played on big system without problems. And it's like it's a good state. But there's this whole place here where it's like it's the difference where you really get the professional stuff in terms of the arrangement and creation. The details here is just, it's the ear candy, it's the storytelling, it's the little details that really makes the difference from something that is like, yeah, it's good, but it's the difference from something good and memorable. And we're not gonna talk about marketing, because that's just a whole thing. We're really just talking about music and the quality of a track. And on the mixing and mastering side, do you guys understand what I mean with the curve? It's like the thing. And here, when it comes to mixing and mastering, here is like the quality you have. It works. Where am I? Well, this track is for sure. You've reached that point, so that's why you say, look, I don't hear anything wrong per se, like any sound that is out of the place, but for sure there could be a bit more the I would say maybe bus processing saturation. There's and I would, the kick and bass, I don't have anything bad to say. Actually, it feels really good. If I had this track in the DAW, I would just make sure put it side by side with a reference track, making sure like the low end is it's punchy enough and it's not dragging over time. But so far so good. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you want like a bit deeper feedback, you could send like the file, and I would run through. But it really for sure it passes the first checkpoint. All right. But let me know if you have questions. But yeah, let's just give it one. I want to give it one more spin. But yeah. Yeah, so for example, like the fills, it's good. Some artists struggles to get the groove and the fills and the energy management. This is there, but for example, those leads, they're good, but they don't give me like I'm not getting slapped in the face, and they don't feel huge. And this is achieved through some specific mixing techniques. But yeah. We can talk in private if you want to geek a bit more about this. Thanks for the feedback. Gotta head out. Have a great weekend. Oh yeah, thanks for passing by. Last time we spoke, you weren't even supposed to make it, so that's great. All right, so now it's time. I have a track here from a student. There's two actually. But we're gonna start with one, obviously. Those are both work in progress. So let's check these. Was not expecting that for sure.
Well, you got a reputation, but you're gonna have to prove it. I see a little hesitation. Am I gonna have to show you that if it feels right, get on your mark, step to the beat, boy, that's what it's for. Feel my temperature rising. It's too much heat, I'm gonna lose control. Do you want to go higher? Get closer to the fire. I don't know what you're waiting for. Think you wanna come over? Think you wanna come over? Put your arms around me when it gets too hot.
This is a Madonna track, right? I think. I'm not sure.
We can go outside, but for now, just come here. Let me whisper in your ear an invitation to the dance of life. Think you wanna come over? Yeah, 'cause anybody just won't do. Let's get this started. Yeah, 'cause everybody wants to party with you. Come join the party. Yeah, 'cause anybody just won't do. Let's get this started. Yeah, 'cause everybody wants to party with you. Come join the party. Yeah, 'cause anybody just won't do. Let's get this started. Yeah, 'cause everybody wants to party with you.
Nice. It actually blends well. You know, it's a Madonna track. I think. I think I'm not very versed Madonna wise, but yeah, that's nice. Is it? I don't know if Jonathan is here, but if you're here, is it? I know he has like two projects. He has a techno project and he has like a tech house project for. You know, but that's a good idea because he can play multiple gigs. He can play some techno events with a specific brand and tech house brand for other events, which is it's good. And there's a crowd for these. I like the synths, the acid line, really cool. The one at the drop, that's really nice. I have a note about the hi-hat roll at 1 minute and 45, and I really like the hi-hat roll at 1 minute 45. That's really nice. I'd say maybe once again, see, it all depends what you want to do with this, but I would tend to suggest to make the voice a bit dirtier or more vaporous. You know, it's a bit clean right now, the voice, so maybe with some like reverse reverb and, you know, a couple of tricks maybe on the voice, or just make it a bit more like, yeah, vaporous, mystical, distant. Right now it's a bit, it retains a lot of like that poppy vibe, so but it depends what you want to go for, but I think it would blend a bit even more if the voice was a bit dirtier. Aside from that, the, you know, bass line is good.
If you wanna come over.
Yeah, you could. There's like this saw wave Hoover here. I think you could cut it less. You can retain a bit more low end on this Hoover. So yeah, pretty much it. We'll check out quick the other track. So for anybody who just joined, you can drop your, if you have tracks you want feedback on, you can drop them here in the Fractal Sounds Discord server, and well, I'm gonna review it. If you can give some context, it always helps. So you know what are we listening to and all that stuff. All right, let's check out the second track, and after that, gonna show a track of mine. I want some feedback. Yo. One thing real quick, that the stabs here in the breakdown, they obviously have a low cut, but in my opinion, you could preserve the low end much more. It would sound much fatter, much more fat. So I'm not sure why. Sometimes if especially if you do stem mastering and you high pass the whole thing, it's gonna high pass your breakdown synths as well. But I would honestly, I think I would prefer, like, it would sound much more like deeper if you retain the low frequencies here. Alright, okay, so here the hi-hat that comes back, it's a bit non-exciting. What you can do, yeah, I would maybe just bring it back slowly with I've started doing that. Honestly, I'd say the last 2 years, just automating gain, just so. And something like I in the whole like first decade of music production, I didn't tend to do much, but I think I would either automate gain here to reintroduce your hi-hat, or start with it very, very almost like high pass all the way, and then bring it back in the track. This is something I often do. Yeah, it's something I often do. And it really helps with energy management and avoiding just moment that becomes boring. And what we get bored with is like changes, not stuff that is not changing. So if you can introduce, that's why ear candy and those small details are so important, because you can avoid you can avoid the boring moments. All right, so okay, it's nice so far, but it lacks, I think, a bit of tension, and yeah, and energy management is, everything is good, but tension wise, it feels a bit, it lacks a bit more storytelling. So yeah, maybe add more progression through filtering, and also possibly some hoovers to punch here and there. That could be a good idea for what they had in the track. But yeah, I think the word that comes to mind is tension, and guess what, I want to make a video on that too. The list is long, but yeah, a bit more tension could really, really help. Also pay attention, I think the kick, it's a bit too round. It sounds like it's on the verge of oversaturation, so you want to pay attention to that. All right, let's see if there's some new no new submission into the Discord. So that means so far we've cleaned, we were able to clear everything that was suggested so far. I think I've passed everything. But yeah, if there's somebody who just joined and you want your music, you want feedback on your music, you can drop it here in the feedback machine. The feedback machine subsection of the Fractal Sounds server. Now, couple stuff I want to show. Before we, yeah, okay. So stay tuned. I'm super happy because these days I'm finalizing this pack for kilohertz. Well, it's kilohertz when I mean it's it's for fractal sounds, but it's for face plant, but mostly like all the kilohertz ecosystem. I've done some stuff for kilohertz straight up in the past, but this one is for fractal sounds. And what it is a so I don't know if you guys are familiar with sludge. I know some of you are, but sludge is the very first pack that was released on fractal sounds, and it is it's hard to describe sludge. You have to experience it, but it is those are like sludgy filters for it started as a for multipass preset pack, but then it grew into it's now also for Snap Eep. It's a very weird but cool pack, and it's been 3 years, I think now, or almost 3 years, and I know it was way overdue for a new pack. I wanted to do a new one. I did. In the meantime, there's a Vertigo that is straight up. Those are faceplant presets. But I wanted to do a sequel for Sludge, and yeah, I made it. It's called Omen, and those are distortion. You can see I am literally in the process of just doing the last formatting, making sure everything is gain stage and gain balance properly. But yeah, basically those are distortion. For example, so there's a lot of stuff. This is those ones are it can be pretty nasty. There's some more mild ones. It's a huge range of distortions. And yeah, if you take a look at inside all this, it's well, I wouldn't say, I don't know if this, if this qualifies as complex, because I've done some more complex stuff in terms of like content in there, but still you can see that you have 2 slice EQ acting as filters. There's some shapers here. In this case, this one is using shapers. And there's other ones, moving distortion. So these ones are moving. So for example, those ones have movement embedded in them. And this is just on a saw wave. This is far from being just for psytrance. This is really going to be really good for a lot of stuff, bass music, anything underground. So anyway, I wanted to talk about that. Stay tuned. This is going to come out next week. For sure, this is coming out next week. And yeah, I'm really excited about that. Like, it's always exciting just the last time finishing the last details of a pack. It also comes with there's those are just 2 and 3 of these, but it also comes with some shaper table presets already, just already prepared, and you're gonna have good results with these. Yeah, lots of stuff. And this is the last stuff. I need to review everything, give some details, and for example, this one, there's one that opens. It needs to open, not like that. So those are all the little details that goes into like providing packs like these. Let's see, and what I like I promised I would give sort of Flares Golden Dawn. Yeah, so there's a track I'm working on, and I need feedback as well. We're gonna end with that, unless somebody submits anything. But would be cool. Yeah, for drum and bass, indeed. It is very, very drum and bassy. But you know what? I have a lot of drum and bass influence in my music as well. For stabs, I like the gritty sounds, gritty stuff. So this is stuff I'm gonna use in my own stuff as well. Okay, so what is it? What's the name? It's not Boom Boom. It's not this one. This one. La Chimiste en Herbe, I believe it is. It's a track I played the show last Saturday, and it was a Solar Punk 2 Black Marvin. So I there was both techno and psytrance. And before a show, what I do, I try to wrap up tracks that are not done, but to finish them, and so I can play them. And because this is one of the nicest feelings to play some music live. So I always try to wrap up that. But I remember that this one, it's not done, but it's close to be done. But there's still place for some feedback. I think I have not started to mix it yet. Hey, Doug Diamond, what's up? I know you gave a big thumbs up. Oh, no, it's not the good one, I think. Crap, which one is it? We'll see. No, I don't think it's the one. Okay, it's actually the one. And this is going to be a good test because I did some changes. I added another fan for my PC because I had some bad experiences streaming. Like my computer would just shut down. All right, so I'm really happy. This is the correct one. I'm going to bypass this. And so this track is, it's not done. It's not mixed. It is... I'm open for anything regarding feedback. It's not those are the general ideas. Possibly, like I know in the breakdown it's missing some stuff. So yeah, I'm open to everything. I'm gonna kind of cut you short the intro because not much going on there. So let's listen to it. All right, that's pretty much it. I'm hoping for feedback. If you got anything on my side, I do have and it needs some pads in the breakdown for sure. It needs some pads in the breakdown for sure. And aside from that, there's actually it's okay. There's a layer I felt like I wanted to. Yeah, just I want to drop by. What? It's better that way. Let's verify it, but I'm pretty sure it's better that way. Also, the bass line, I wanted to maybe have something more stable in terms of pitch, but I really like the filter action, but pitch wise, I wanted something a bit more stable. Anyway, so just gonna check that if you guys don't have any feedback, I won't be able to progress. Just kidding. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to go forward with this, but still, I wanted to, be fair, because since I gave everyone feedback, I thought I would give you guys the opportunity to give feedback on my stuff. Anyway, thank you for submitting your music, for passing by. I'm gonna, stay tuned for Omen. It's coming up next week, and yeah. So next time we're gonna see each other, I'm gonna be in my new studio, so I'm also going to have a video coming up showcasing all those progress and everything. Sounds great. No specific feedback at the moment. Thank you. Yeah, the energy, I lost interest in it. Or which part exactly did you lose interest? That could be telling for if there's some weak spots in the track, but yeah, it happens. I know here in this place, it's but this is something I usually do. I'm gonna like have the bones, because I know that all the other stuff I want to put here, like more just effects that are gonna drag into the breakdown. Too repetitive. Yeah, it's possible. I feel that too. And the riff here, I'm not so sure. Like, I like it, but I might just keep the pattern. Then at bar 21, 29, I woke up. Okay, yeah, this place. Yeah. You said, yeah, no worries. It's making me think at the same time, because for sure I knew I wanted to reforge the track and here it actually kind of confirms some feeling I had about this track anyway. So yeah, but I want to keep the riff, but I don't know I like this place here though. Like, I feel here it's so and since this is Psytech, there's an amount of repetition that is okay, but here it's not. It's changing, but it's not bringing enough good stuff to the table, in my opinion. So I have to reforge that here, and also manage to maintain the energy properly through here, I would say. Yeah, no, that you're right. I think. That it is too repetitive in some places. And repetition is not a bad thing, but if you go for repetition in a track, it needs to be good and be able to like maintain the attention all the way through the track. And I don't think this track cuts it all the way. Yeah, it lacks energy too. And you know what? The thing with this track is, I was also, it was in a weird phase where I was trying to format to make my music for some specific labels. I was trying to fit some Psytech trends, and I would say since it's been 1 month, I had like an awakening of I just want to do the music I like, and this is not 100% the music I like, and especially the part where it lacks energy. I think it's also because I was trying to get a specific sound that is minimal, but I like stuff that like leads that climbs a bit more. Yeah, change. There's not enough filtering as well. You're right. Filtering can do a lot when it comes to energy management. It can help a lot fight the repetition and the repetitive feeling. Yep. Yeah. Thanks for the feedback. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Finish Omen, make sure it's ready to go for next week. Yeah, but you're right, make what you love. But I was at some point, I was trying to play the labels game, but by the way, I'm probably going to create my own label. Like, I know like Fractal Sounds is somewhat a label, but it's not. It's for the sounds. It's not for my music. But I'm probably just going to create my own label. I don't know if you know Jay Lumen, but he has his own label. Just a pipeline for my own music. Yeah, but that's also the thing. Like, it's not. It doesn't need to be much for it to be successful, in a sense that it's a pipeline for my own music. To stop having to reach labels. I'm still going to release on my own label, that is Dynamo Records, which is a sub-label of Black Hole Recordings, but I'm also going to have like another label on the side, so I can just get my own stuff out for fun. I stopped having fun with my creating my music in some moments, but now I'm back on the fun. And I think this track, it's funny to look back at this track, because it was done in a moment where I was kind of lacking the fun, Anyways, yeah. Thanks for everything. So yeah, gotta go back working on Omen, and also this feedback machine section. It's always available. There's some of you that use it, but for the others, don't hesitate to use it. You can see that there's some action in there. And it's really just a place to get some feedback, but you try to get still maintain a good karma. So you provide feedback, you get feedback, and yeah. So far it's cool. Don't hesitate to participate. I'm having no luck with my own label. What do you mean no luck? You're not reaching the amount of people you'd like to, because the thing is, yeah, the thing with having your own label is like you have to it's for distribution, and for sure it's hard when you start your own label. It's hard to like reach as far as like established, especially big labels do. So that's why I still want to release on Dynamo and other labels, but to also have a pipeline for fun, I think it could be nice. But yeah, I did I did a big video on the label discussion, so I don't want to necessarily repeat myself on this. But yeah, for the third time. So yeah, but I'll see you in my next studio.